Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Murray. I'm one of the librarians at Portland Public Library in Portland, Maine, and I'm here with another picture book biography for Women's History Month. Today we are learning about Dovey Johnson Roundtree, who's actually one of the authors of this book. This book is called We Wait for the Sun. It's the story of young Dovey Johnson Roundtree and her grandmother's enduring love. It's written by Dovey Johnson Roundtree with help from Katie McCabe and illustrated by Raissa Figueroa. It is published by Roaring Book Press. There are these beautiful end pages. We wait for the sun. The girl in the story, Dovey Johnson Roundtree, was born more than 100 years ago in Charlotte, North Carolina. During a time of racial inequity in America, she grew up to become a legendary civil rights lawyer fighting for justice. No matter how dangerous the fight was, she refused to quit. And she believed that a better day was coming for African American people because that was what she had been taught by her bold and brave grandmother, Rachel Bryant Graham. Dovey loved to tell stories of her grandma Rachel. The story Dovey loved best is the story you are about to hear. In the hour before dawn, we slipped out of the house, and the midsummer night is cool and dark. As I follow the swish, swish of my grandmother's skirts, I can smell the damp earth beneath my feet and feel the dewy air on my face. Moving through the darkness towards the wood where blackberries grow, I'm certain Grandma Rachel and I are the only ones awake in the whole world. But then, as if by some secret signal, others appear in the doorway and fall into line one by one behind us. By daylight, these are grown-up ladies who come to quilt with Grandma, passing food over the fence, gathering in our backyard for soap making, but now they're just shadowy figures in our silent march, our secret mission, our berry picking. It grows cooler as we enter the forest, and darker. "Dovey May," Grandma calls out. "I'm right here," I answer, "right over here." "The darkness isn't anything to be afraid of, child. If you wait just a little, your eyes will learn to see, and you can find my way. Hold on to my apron for now." We began to walk. Grandma's steps are swift and sure, and I move as she does. I fix my eyes on the shiny heels of her shoes, and I listen. The darkness holds 1,000 sounds. As we push deeper and deeper into the woods, the blackness turns to gray, and sleepy birds begin calling to each other, sending echoes through the treetops. Grandma says the birds will lead you to the best berries every time. Sure enough, we follow the sound of beating wings just ahead, and we come to a clearing ringed with berry-studded bushes. The ladies swoop down, pails clanging, but I move closer to Grandma, following the sweep of her hand as it grazes a bush and comes back with the first berry of the day, frosted with dew. I open my mouth as she drops in the berry, and I bite down hard and suck the juice, and I know there is no blackberry anywhere like this one, so fat it squirts seedy blue juice down my overalls, and so sweet I keep licking my lips to get the taste. Grandma looks down at me and laughs. Then she turns to the bushes and starts to hum the way she does when it's time to get to work. The clearing fills with the sound of berries hitting tin pails. From my spot in the bushes, I pick berries as fast as I can and listen to the whispers of the going-ons at church. Already heat is rising from the forest floor, making me think of the feast that is coming in just a little while, and of how I'll eat berries from the minute I get home until the minute I go to bed. Again and again, Grandma reaches low or stands tiptoe to pluck berry, and then suddenly, in the middle of her rush, she stops. "Look, Dovey May," she whispers, "over yonder." Slowly, slowly, the horizon pinks. "Here she comes," Grandma whispers. She draws me to her, and together we watch the pink turn to red, and then the red turn to gold. all at once, as if at my grandmother's command, an orange ball that is the sun shows its face. It rises up over the edge of the world as it does. Grandma rises too and stands just looking, her face shining in the light. I don't know how long we stand there watching, but when Grandma clasps her hand on my shoulder and shakes out her skirt, the dawn is day. My grandmother turns and heads down the path, quick and hurried again, leading me home. When I think of Grandma, I see her there, standing in the clearing, pail and sack at her feet, face upturned to meet the dawn. Always I see her waiting for the sun. Now here in the author's note, it talks a little bit about meeting Dovey Johnson Roundtree and Rachel Millis Bryant Graham. This is Dovey when she was a baby, and this is her grandmother. Tells a little bit about how Dovey grew up and became a lawyer. Here is her when she was in World War II. This is her on the steps of the U.S. Court for the District of Columbia. And here she is in 1980. There's also a timeline of her life and a bibliography of the sources that the author, Katie McCabe, and Dovey Roundtree used. And more beautiful end pages. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful story about Dovey Roundtree and her grandmother. I hope it inspires you. Thank you for listening. Once again, my name is Sarah Mari. I'm one of the librarians at Portland Public Library in Portland, Maine. See you soon. Bye.